Hey guys, so if you want to like, comment, subscribe, and don't forget to click the notification bell to be notified every time I post a new video. If you want to follow my Instagram, look at my Amazon storefront, and follow my podcast called I Talk a Lot and rate it 5 stars, even though I have not posted an episode in a very, very, very long time. I almost forgot my intro. So happy Vlogmas Day 2! I'm so excited. I love Christmas. So, I'm going to be talking about my Botox experience. I will be talking a little bit about the needles, so if you are afraid of needles like I am, but like you hate the idea of hearing it, you don't like blood, you don't like anything, it's not gonna get very bloody. I'm not gonna say that. So I will say I just had a tiny little bit of bleeding, which is like normal for when people get Botox. But if you don't like that, or like anything involving needles or medical stuff, I highly recommend to leave this video and come back for tomorrow. So I will say, getting to this process was so freaking hard. Let me tell you, it's kind of really hard to explain, so I'm going to try my best to like get it in very short amount of time for you guys, so that I'm not going to be spending like 10 minutes talking on this process and just not get to the actual point of the video. So I will say, I was supposed to have a scheduled appointment for October 25th, and that was a Wednesday, and I did not get that. Because the day before my actual appointment, my nurse called my mom and was saying like, hey, Brenna's not approved for for Botox, because since this is medically and not cosmetically, we want to get this covered by insurance, because one, my dad's retired now, and two, insurance runs out, so it's kind of like we have to get this done before like everything runs out, because like this month has been crazy with doctor's appointments, trying to get everything inside this month before November 30th hits, aka the last day of insurance. So that was very hectic. We did eventually get the date. It was the day before Thanksgiving, so yay! But getting to that appointment was so freaking hard. So October 24th, I was so excited, and my mom got a call, she did get a call and saying that I did not get Botox approved from insurance. I was like, no. So I sent a message to my nurse. It was my doctor, but she left, so now I was transferred to a nurse like in July. So very lovely, very sweet. Anyways, so that was upsetting. I was very annoying, and I was so confused. So we did not hear anything until I messaged again to my nurse, like a brand new message on November 4th, and I heard back from her on November 7th. So 3 days later, and luckily it was like another nurse. It's so weird because like I don't know how to explain this. Like, I'm gonna try my best. I hope you guys can understand what I'm saying. So, my nurse, who I go to, has, like, I'm assuming my assumption here is another nurse who actually does nursing. Obviously, that's her job title, duh. But she also looks at the messages of my nurse. Maybe other doctors, I have no idea, but I know for a fact that for me personally, with dealing with this nurse, she does not seem to always look at her messages. She may like have someone else helping her, which is fine, but it's kind of annoying because it's like, what? But that's just like annoying thing that I don't like, but that's fine. So luckily we get a response back from her finally. And so between October 25th till November 7th, we were trying to get insurance. My mom was calling insurance. My mom was trying to call a doctor's appointment at like the clinic, and the clinic was saying the next available appointment was in February, which is like way far in advance. And one, I can't wait that long, and two, insurance is about to run out. So it's like, like, and so the person who makes the scheduling stuff was like, I don't know, I can't get in contact with these people. I'll try to send in an email and a message and say it's very urgent. So yes, we got that. Took a very long time, might I tell you. Literally, it was literally the very next day after my Botox appointment on Christmas would have been an entire month. If I did not get that appointment, it would have been an entire month of just like in a waiting phase of like, what's happening? What are we gonna do? So very annoying. And luckily we got it. Sorry, I have mouth sore on the tip of my tongue, so it's kind of really freaking hard to talk. So sorry, it's just like really hard. So luckily we did that, and I'm super happy. I will say I was not expecting Botox to be a lot painful was than I was expecting. I will say the very low pain tolerance. Like, I hate needles. I'm fine with getting tattoos, that's fine. I just don't like getting shots, my finger pricked, getting my blood drawn. Hate getting, like, I didn't like dry needling. It was just anything involving needling. I hate it. It's not my thing. It's not my jam. I don't look forward to it. I don't get joy from it. I'm like, oh, get it over with type of thing. So, yeah. Going back to what I was saying earlier, so we got the appointment, and then getting to the appointment was, a hassle. Thankfully, my mom brought the papers, because I had 2 letters from insurance saying I was approved, and I'll tell you, like, what went wrong. So we were on the way to the drive there, and my mom gets a phone call, and we couldn't answer it because Google Maps, hello, we need the instructions, and this is where the most important part is, like, trying to navigate it, because it's so hard. Like, we've been there a few times, but still, it's kind of freaking hard to navigate, especially when you're kind of on a time crunch, and you don't want to, lose your appointment, and it's the day before Thanksgiving, so it's just kind of, like, not very good. So we got a phone call, and then she left a voicemail saying, like, hey, Brenna's not actually accepted for Botox, so the injector is just gonna do a nerve block. I was like, no. Because one, I don't really, I know what a nerve block is, but I really don't understand what it is, and I personally do not think it would work. Maybe that's just me, because I'm a very pessimistic person, and I just knew that the medicines wouldn't work, so I needed something stronger. And even with Botox, it might not work. I don't know, but I'm hoping this one works, because after this, I have no idea what else is up for. Like, I'm sure maybe I can try a nerve blocker, but I have no idea what's after Botox. If this does not work, but it does take quite a long time for you to, like, see difference in your migraines, and she said that most patients see a difference in the second round, and maybe like after that you can see more of a difference later on, but it does last for 3 months. You have to continuously do it, kind of like how you normally do with regular Botox. The difference is the areas where they inject it and the dosages. I don't know exactly what dosages you use for cosmetically. I don't know the differences. There's one of my dogs barking. I don't know if you could hear that. So, yeah, I'm talking really slow. Sorry. I'm just gonna try to speed up this process of how it went on the appointment. So, we get there. We had a hard time. We get to the front office, and the front lady was like saying, yeah, she's like not available, like, not available, sorry, she's not accepted. And my mom was like, no, we are. She brought the 2 acceptance letters that insurance brought over got sent to us, so we give that to her. She tries to call the person who does who approves the appointment for Botox. Like, it's called a pre-setter, something about that. Pre is in the word, and is in the job title, basically. And so, turns out, the reason why we had this whole process of like why it didn't work out the first time in October was because my nurse accidentally put it in the wrong way, and how that is, she didn't put like a code for Botox for the interns to say like, hey, we're gonna flag this because this is for Botox, and we're gonna say if she is approved or not approved. So that's why I did not know there was a code. My dumb brain literally thought you would just say Botox appointment, literally in the title of the like appointment. Turns out, no, there's a code of some sorts for things. I didn't realize that. Probably makes more sense than just like writing it in the title of the appointment name. I don't know, but I don't know. I know nothing about the medical world and field of everything. So, luckily we were able to go upstairs. So we have like the process of like the injector saying, "Oh, you're not accepted for Botox." And my mom's like, "No, yes we are." So she hands her the injectors. She hands the injectors my piece of papers. Oof, that is very hard to get out. And so she takes a picture, scans it, just tries to like email the person, calls the person or whatever. And basically she was saying, she gave the reason of like how this happened and how the pre-setter, whatever person, it's basically, there used to be 5 people, there's only 1 person, and she, I guess, she doesn't answer her phone, like, at all. Like, we could not get in contact with her at all. Like, I don't know. I wonder if she does a job at all. Like clearly, I just want to know, like, what? So, apparently, not apparently, my brain's wanting to use the word apparently, for some reason. So, I was accepted for Botox, but I was not accepted for the injector, the administration of Botox. That makes 0 sense to me. I don't understand it. My mom was saying it's just the thing they have, it makes no sense. Like, how can I be approved for getting Botox, but not getting approved for the person to inject it? Like, am I supposed to inject it? Like, am I supposed to go to like a med spa? Like, I'm not really actually doing that myself, but like, that makes no sense. How does one get accepted but the other doesn't? Like, it makes 0 sense. To this day, I don't understand it. I don't get it. So, sorry, that took a really long time. Turns out I was wrong. It did take me a long ass time to talk about this. But, yeah, so the actual process of getting it was painful, for me, because I don't like needles and little pain guns. So she put it around here. She put it right here, and this is where I had some bleeding around my eyebrows, and I feel like that's where most people I see always, who did it cosmetically, always have some bleeding here, and then sometimes here. Excuse me, I burped. And then she did something like around my temples, around the back of my head or neck area, and then somewhere over here, I kind of forgot exactly where she did it, and then she did some like here and here. I got 150 units. I was okay for 200 units, but we only did 150, and we didn't need to do the last 50, so that's good, I guess. I don't know. I don't know if it's going to be exactly the same unit every time, or if it's going to be less or more. So, I don't know. This is just my first session. I go back in February. I hate needles, and I'm not looking forward to it, but I'm hoping this frickin' works. Turns out, I did not realize this, I had a recent like checkup yesterday with my nurse saying like how everything went, you know, and I asked her the question like, hey, if I ever wanted to do Botox cosmetically and I'm still doing Botox like for like my migraines in the future, would I need to pick and choose or could I do both? And she was basically, yeah, you kind of have to basically pick and choose. So I was like, got it. So I'm hoping this works that way. It's covered by insurance somehow. I'm hoping. But it's a nice way to get some Botox in my forehead, even though she's not getting it for the fine lines point. She's only doing it for the head part. So it's like, and the dosages are probably like really small, so it's not very effective compared to when you go for the real stuff compared to migraines. So that was nice. She did say, you know, your typical, you know, side effects, possibly droopy eyes, like heavy-headedness, you know, stuff like that. And if I feel like if I see that, like, the next appointment, she cannot do that, and there's, like, inject those areas, like, inject in those parts, or, like, you know, around the eye area, you know? And you know, to just, you know, not rub the injection site, you know, don't pick at it, don't, you know, just your normal, I think, normal stuff you get after Botox, cosmetically, you know, it's just the same care after routine, like, you know, simple, you know, there's like, I didn't have to put any product on my face, I didn't have to do anything, all I had to do was just basically don't itch and touch my face, basically, and, you know, I check to see if I have a droopy eye and stuff. Wow, that was so hard to say. So yeah, I'm hopeful, but I'm nervous. I'm hoping it works. But yeah, I'll update you guys. I'll update you guys on how my second session goes. I would have taken a video and pictures. One, because I forgot to take pictures of aftercare, like not aftercare, the after photos, but I did post it on my Instagram, but like not the entirety of my face. It was just mainly here because those are the ones you could see noticeably compared to the ones on my head and my shoulders. So yeah, and since it's medically, it's, you know, kind of violates the HIPAA rules. So if I was going to like a med spa, I could probably do it most likely. Not probably, most likely I could do it because it's not words. It's not in a hospital and it's not in a clinic where like someone who's like a doctor, you know, injecting it, and, you know, it's medically. I hope that makes more sense to you guys. I don't know if I'm making that last point good for you guys, but I hope you guys liked this video, and I'll see you guys tomorrow. Bye guys!